When God supplies workers, He supplies them with everything that is needed. And He uses us to do it by supporting those workers.
I have a passion to see workers in CF being fully supported and being able to take the gospel to many children.
People here in America are gifted in a way of having plenty of things, and in Africa there are very few things, and that is the difference.
For example, in Guatemala, the committee decided we're not going to rent the office anymore because we don't have enough resources.
One of the biggest challenges in America for American Christians is we see the needs, but it's like, how do we help there?
Supporting workers on the front lines is vital. When I think about our missionaries, the biggest percentage are serving in their own countries. And they often are living in countries where teaching about giving to a missionary isn't taught.
90% of my workers are on SPAN, and SPAN means Sponsor a National. I tell people this is not a salary, it is a gift.
The more you get, the more you reach children because you are motivated.
I'm telling you, the dollars turn into Boys and Girls Reach.
I will say this to the people that give money to SPAN. Your dollars go a long way when you invest your resources through a national worker.
The sacrifices some of the workers make are enormous. I was talking to one of our workers, and I noticed she had a big scar in her arm as we were eating lunch. So I said, hey, what's the story behind that scar? I broke these 2 bones, and as she's telling me the story, she says, I've been saving money to be able to have a surgery. Then came the promotion for CF International Conference, but I had to make a decision. Either I would go to the conference or I would have the surgery. And I decided to go to the conference. And I'm sitting there and thinking, wow, look at the sacrifices these workers made to serve the Lord in ministry, to choose between a significant surgery or a conference.
I can come alongside of one of those workers and help them be on mission for Christ. I want to give to make it possible for more and more boys and girls to hear the gospel.
A girl told us recently, I have told my mom not to buy me a Christmas present because I want this money to go to mission, because I didn't know about Jesus, but I heard about Him in a Good News Club, and there are so many who never heard about this good news.
There are children who are growing up in states where only 3% of the population believes in Jesus. That's pretty dark. And so there's a great need for those children to hear the truth.
Those kids need Jesus. How are we going to bring the gospel to them? It's full-time workers that will have to do it. All that takes dollars.
What does money mean in my own life? When my wife died and when my son died, I did not have money to buy a coffin or to buy a grave. But the great thing is, CF is a family, and I had a brother, and God supported everything that was needed.
Wherever God leads you, invest, and God will use that to make an eternal difference.
We want to reach every child,
Every nation,
Every day.